Hello, welcome back to Family Investment, and today I want to speak about Darktrace. This will be my third video on Darktrace, and this will be more technical analysis, and also most importantly, everyone's asking for about the buy trigger, because last video I couldn't really speak of the buy trigger because the stocks were kept going up and you have to wait for it to settle down before you can see any trend. So I thought today, with the bearish engulfing on the Friday, I thought it's easier to take a step back to see where we are and how we're going to approach on getting in, buying on Darktrace. And also at the end, I'll share a bit my personal insight, personal experience on the trader's mentality game, on how you could be a trader playing Darktrace, because again, it's a very high volatility UK stocks. For those UK who is keen to get in trading, this might be the one for you. But for me, I'm a long-term Darktrace investor. I'm looking at $30 for Darktrace. Sorry, £30 for Darktrace in the near future. So let's start off the first segment, the buy trigger and technical analysis. As you can see on my chart here that I've shown you, very colorful trader's view, and I've put my analysis on it as well. So let's start off with the earnings. That's around about the 14th or 12th of October, which shows the reversal trend. Earnings was good, the futures is good, and everybody got in, and you can see a huge volume spike in. I think this might be most likely be an institutional buy-in with those amount of volume that's coming. So 3 white soldiers took about 4 or 5 days before they flew in. Quite surprised for being a FTSE 250 company. On Thursday, you look might be a fake white soldier, okay, a real fake soldier. Why do I say that? Because if I use my Fibonacci trend here and plot it out from the last breakout of 780, and if you pull the Fibonacci up, the maximum as you can get should be 910p. Okay, the Fibonacci chart price. So it kept going up higher. People don't understand why. Maybe there's no news, but guess what? Bearish engulfing. People are dumping, deluging the sell-off, and you can see a huge bearish engulfing. So bearish engulfing is where you had a very strong signal and a bigger red signal at the bottom. So there's bearish engulfing. But then again, market still going, it could change, the wick could change its body, so we don't know yet, but it looks like this is quite imminent for the UK market. If it's a dump, it's a dump. There will be zones and gaps to fill between the 780 to the 909. Okay, there'll be gaps to fill. So with the next few weeks, the next few months before the next earnings, you see zones coming in and out between this red zone and this green zone, and that's where we establish the buy trigger. So from my Fibonacci chart, my buy trigger for the first one will be the last breakout point. The last breakout point is at 780. Okay, that is the chart where it will come down. If it comes to that point, it's a good opportunity to buy at 780. So that's my first buy trigger. And then the second buy trigger is looking at the Fibonacci chart, will be the 700p zone, and also the third buy trigger is the 630p zone, which is the light green and the dark green here. So this is how I'll work and I'll play the support and resistance level. The 780 is the last breakaway buy-in. If you want to buy, top up 700, 630. Okay, so all I'm saying is I'm not expecting huge breakout unless there's huge news or huge contract or buyout and stuff like that. So they'll be hovering around this new gap zone for until the next 3 months, until the next earnings, so 6 months where you get interim earnings, because it's the UK market, until we hear bigger news on contract signature. So for the time being, take this as a consolidation zone for you to dollar cost average, buy on the monthly or bi-monthly basis, accumulate, because the long-term game as we want to see is Darktrace, cybersecurity company, huge potential upside, huge total addressable market to be achieved, and they'll be going around the £30, £30 mark, which I'm hoping for in the next long-term 5, 7, 8 years. So these are the stocks I put for my pension. These are the stocks I've put for my kids, as I've described in the last video here. Again, let's go back to the trader's mentality game. Okay, I've seen folks on my Discord sharing, say, oh, we could have taken profit at $10 yesterday, why didn't we? And again, nobody has got a crystal ball, but if you were a trader, you've got no emotion, you're there to make a quick buck, what would you do? So if you were there and you were looking at this chart here, hitting $10, you don't know if today would be the day that it's going to go even higher. So what you do is you put a trailing stop loss. A trailing stop loss will be left about the 910 mark. Trailing stop loss 910, meaning that if it drops below that, you're gonna lose your gains from Thursday, but you're not gonna lose your gains from Wednesday. So trailing stop loss. So you could have done it that way, trailing stop loss, and instead we are. But the question is, as a trader, when would you go back in? Okay, when would you go back in, and would you buy for more or would you short? That's the question. So as you can see, bearish engulfing shows that tomorrow or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday trend should be going down. So if the bearish engulfing showing that single long line and another one, if they show another very strong signal, which is the second white crow, and if you see the second white crow, most imminently you're going to see a third day of a sell-off. So that at that point, traders would short it. They will short it, and protect themselves on 910. So you short it from going all the way to 780, but also protect yourself not to go up 910. So you put a stop loss at 910 if you're shorting it, and also profit taking at 780. So it comes to that point where you hit the 780 mark, then as a trader, you rebuy back in because it's last breaking all-time high. So that's how the trader would play it. That's how you look at the charts on a daily basis. But for me, I'm not a trader no more. Those slices behind me because I need my time to do other stuff. So for me, I'm just buying long term. I'm focused on getting the money, the volume, and buying in. So I hope this 6 minutes guide helps you in any way for your dark trades, just to give you a bit of flavor on where it would be. Again, long term, I'm not a trader, but if one day I ever be a trader, that's what I'll do. Hopefully see you in future, more like this. Again, if you're enjoying my Patreon, I share information like this on my Discord and also my Patreon page. And if not, if you prefer more live coaching, I'm always on LiveSpot webinar, live coaching, where I pull you up on stage to chat to you. Lots of one-on-one or 1 to 5 session, very close class on a LiveSpot webinar every Thursday, UK time 5:30. Again, link below for more details. But other than that, have a good day, have a good weekend, and see you soon.
I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out our website link below. More videos up here. Bye. Bye.